Hey guys, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Today I'd like to bring you the weekly store update for the week of 29th of July 2015. Bundles still remain the same from last week, the Mad King bundle, the Nexus bundle and the Starter bundle. Not entirely sure when they're going to be taken down, but I imagine the Mad King bundle will be taken down when the Monk comes out, and the Nexus bundle and the Starter bundle will remain probably indefinitely. Leoric is still a very viable hero. If you are having fun with him, please continue to play him. If you do not have him yet, please try him out in the try mode. He's a very fun, very unique warrior, and he fits into a lot of team compositions that could be locked out by the other team picking Johanna in Hero League, or if you just don't really fancy Johanna, you can pick Leoric and have a little bit more fun with it. Today's theme, or this week's theme in the shop, is kind of a Godzilla versus mech theme. So Kaijo Diablo, which you're going to have a look at first, is a skin for Diablo. It's a rare skin. There's no themed abilities, no altered voiceover, any of that silly, cool stuff. The lore behind it is, in Tristram, which is a town in the Act 1 of Diablo, these scientists made this weird creation which eventually became Kaijo Diablo. The skin colour variants are pretty cool. If you like the skin, you're going to like the skin colour variants. If you get to level 8, you can play the red one, which can kind of trick your enemies into believing that you're playing vanilla Diablo, which is kind of cool, but other than that, I'm not really too impressed with this skin. The big deal in this week's sale we'll talk about in a second. The hero, which is on sale this week, is Tassadar. He is reduced down to £2.49, or you can buy him for 4,000 gold. He is a very, very fun hero. He is one of the more aggressive supports. You can play him in a variety of different ways, but he will not win or lose games. He isn't a carry in any sense of the word, and he can't do the kind of supporty carriness that some other supports can. If you like him, please check him out. And when I say if you like him, I mean if you like his character in the StarCraft universe. He's a very fun hero to play. However, please be aware that some people don't like him because at the moment he's in the bottom tier of win rates on some win tracking systems, which I don't think indicates the strength of the hero at all, but please be aware of it when buying the hero. I wouldn't say expect flaming, but don't expect people to be like, yeah, please pick Tassadar, he's such a carry. I think he's an incredibly fun hero. I would definitely recommend checking him out, and I would say he's probably good to have in your collection. The big sale item is going to be Mecha Tassadar. So if you watch the Blizzard of the Storm, Heroes of the Storm YouTube channel, you may have seen the Mecha Tassadar video which came out recently, in which Kaijo Diablo, which is the other skin which is on sale this week, wreaks havoc on Tristram, and Mecha Tassadar comes to save the day. Mecha Tassadar is obviously a legendary skin for Tassadar. He has a kind of a plain look to him, which we'll talk about in a second. His colour variants are a little, I wouldn't say lackluster. They are very, very cool, but my favourite is just the yellow one. So what we're going to do now, we're going to hop into try mode and just give this skin a little demo. So here we are in try mode. The first thing I want to bring attention to is his mount. As you can see, he transforms into a plane. The dismount animation is thus, it's just kind of a puff of smoke and he reappears as normal Tassadar. The mounting animation is a little bit cooler. He does have a little bit of a transform into a plane. This does happen technically while he's mounted, so this isn't some kind of, he can't move for half a second while he transforms. He can do it, and he will move at a normal speed. His voiceover is completely new lines, as you would expect from a legendary skin. The lines have been completely re-recorded and they sound different, basically. He doesn't sound like a normal Protoss, he sounds more like a robot and says more robot-y things. His abilities are also themed. His shield looks kind of cool. I say kind of cool, it looks awesome. That's what his shield looks like. Obviously on a hero it will appear smaller, but it has a cool little like wobble wobble effect and these little hexagons that fly around. His Psionic Storm has little explosions that go off. No, I'm not kidding. Look at the little explosions, and the sound it makes is awesome. And his E also makes an awesome sound and has cool little wave effects that appear behind you. His Oracle has a way cooler effect. Before it would just kind of release a pulse on vanilla Tassadar, whereas in this one, it spawns little robots that appear for half a second and then disappear every time you cast it. His ults also have their own unique effects. The Archon has a different attack animation and looks different overall. So his normal attack animation is a little ball that flies through the air, and with this skin, the attack animation is still a little ball that flies through the air. However, when you go into Archon mode, instead of being a lightning bolt, it's just a beam of death, which, in my opinion, is absolutely awesome. His other ult, which is Force Wall, which is kind of gaining a lot of attention recently. I've seen a lot of people that I play with who play Tassadar picking Force Wall, and I have no problem with that. I think Force Wall is an equally strong talent. I think it's incredibly good if you have the right build to kind of make it work. So the animations aren't glitchy as you would expect, but as far as they go, they can be a little misleading, I suppose. So as you see, when you throw it down, there's a fairly long time before the wall actually forms, but you can't walk through it for a long time before that. So there's a few frames where the wall isn't there but is there, which can be a little misleading. But overall, if you like the look of this skin, you're going to buy it, and it's just that's never going to really hamper your team in any way. It's only going to maybe annoy the enemy team when they're like, "What? I couldn't walk through it," but that's understandable. So it's a very cool skin in my opinion. It's one of the coolest skins available in the game at the moment. If you like Tassadar and you have the money, I would highly recommend shelling out on this skin. It impresses a lot of people. I know that's probably not what people look for, but it does anyway. And it's always nice to say that, to see people telling you that you've got a cool skin, and you get to turn into a plane. Sold. I don't really play Tassadar that much, so I'm probably not going to buy this skin. But if I enjoyed him a little bit more, I would definitely get this skin. This skin is amazing. Other than that, there are no changes in price in the rest of the store. I don't think there will be any changes until the Monk comes out, which will be in 2 or 3 weeks. When that comes out, I am of course going to go over him, go over the new bundles that are available, and look at any new price drops which are available. Other than that, there's nothing else new in the store this week. Thank you for watching. I have been Mr. G, and I will see you next time.